It's a one-party, one-man controlled country.
Welcome to the third part of this interview with Salome Zourabichvili, fifth president of Georgia. Earlier, we discussed the protest ongoing in Tbilisi for 100 days, the relationship with the US and the EU. In this part, she keeps asking the European Union to do more. Let's hear it from her own words. You mentioned the security, no? And it came to my mind that in December, actually, you attending the reopening of Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris, and you had the chance to meet Donald Trump in person. I have to ask you, what did you discuss, and did he give you any reassurance?
No, we must know that this was very early on in the administration, and even now, today, I'm not sure that there is a Georgian policy that is elaborated in the administration, because we are not the immediate priority. My objective was not to make it a priority, because clearly nothing can advance the Ukrainian priority and other priorities of the American administration. My objective was have Georgia on your mind. Do not forget Georgia, because Georgia could become a problem, could become a crisis, could become a new destabilization, and you have the means to make it a solution, to find a solution for Georgia. So that was my very brief message which I had in Notre Dame, and which was also what I shared with the members of the cabinet that I met at the time of the inauguration. But again, on the other side, I cannot say that there was any clear message to bring back, because that's too early. And again, even today, I think it's early, because the projectors are in a different direction.
We know that, at least that's what we believe in Italy, that Trump believes in spheres of influence. So
I don't think so. I'm not sure at all. No.
Because we are afraid that...
I think that we are creating our own fears.
Okay. So you are not afraid that the negotiation between Trump and Putin could go beyond Ukraine and...
What I hope it will go beyond Ukraine. Because I think that any serious negotiation should involve all the occupied territories of Russia. Because otherwise it's not serious. You cannot let Russia continue to occupy territories in Georgia that it has taken after a war, if you want to have a lasting peace, and especially if you want to have Russia looking at itself in a different manner, that it has borders like everybody else and it cannot occupy other territories. Now, to come to Yalta and this idea that they are going to... I think that the main characteristic of Trump and Trump's administration, and what we have heard until now, is this capacity to create uncertainty, unpredictability, and shocks. And that's his way of moving. It's not establishing a type of new order that will be sealed in cement. On the contrary, it's everything can be moved. And by creating shocks, you are in a way opening new opportunities. So I don't know whether these new opportunities will be good or bad for Georgia. It's not to say that I'm not concerned, and as anybody else, because we don't know how tomorrow's world is going to look. But what I know is that it's not going to be a repetition of the 20th century.
Regarding Europe, so European Union and European countries, do you think that they could do more for your cause?
Yes, I think they could do more. We have been very much supported by a number of countries. I would say traditionally Poland and the Baltic countries have been the historical friends of Georgia, because they have known the same experiences with Russia, and they understand much better the very difficult situation in which Georgia finds itself. We've been supported by all the European Union members at the time of the decision with the candidate status. In the recent period, we have been very supported by President Macron, who has even had a major address for the Georgian people directly, which impressed a lot the population, because we're not used to be central to these addresses. We need more in the sense, and there has been a lot of involvement. For instance, Charles Michel in the previous period was very involved and engaged in Georgia. Since the war in Ukraine, it's clear that we have not had the limelight on Georgia. Again, the same as with the United States, we're not the main priority. That's why I'm trying to pass the message to everyone that we are the same problem. Not in a military manner, because we have already paid for that, but in a soft power manner, in a hybrid war manner. And when Russia does not or cannot anymore maybe use the military manner, it is going to resort more and more to the hybrid manner. So what happens in Georgia should be of interest to everyone for their own sake. And they should be able to do more. Again, because it's a small country, it's a one-party, one-man controlled country. And this huge and today more and more powerful Europe with 500 million inhabitants and the biggest economy and tomorrow, I hope, a very important defense capacity, should be able politically to make decisions that would bring Georgia to at least to the table to discuss something that is very natural in any democracy or pretended democracy, which are new elections. If the European Union cannot obtain that from Georgia, then it's very difficult to talk about a powerful foreign policy of the European Union or a powerful enlargement policy. And that has to do, of course, with the decision process, the capacity to take decisions without having everybody agree to everything.
Which is the discussion of these hours.
Yes.
You just listened to the third part of the interview with Salome Zourabichvili. There are a few minutes more to go, but first I would like to know your opinion. What could really the European Union do more to support the cause of Salome Zourabichvili? And do you agree with what she's doing? Let me know in the comment. Follow, like, and share to stay always up closer.